Yes, yes.
Sound is not coming.
Yes, myself, Shravan Kumar, Chief Manager in OTS. I'm profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day, Dr. Syed Mujahed Hussaini, sir. Is Executive Director and founder of Plastic Engineering based in Hyderabad, India. He has experience of 15 years in management, administration, research, and training. He has published 12 international journals and attended 14 international conferences and has one patent also. He has visited countries like Sweden, Hong Kong, Malaysia, France, China for research and industrial work. I would request our chief guest, Dr. Hussaini sir, to speak a few words to the gathering. Please, sir.
Very good morning. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're
Yeah.
audible.
So I wish you all a very happy 74th Independence Day.
Same to you,
So
sir.
thank you very much. And we are very lucky that we are breathing in an independent country where we can take our own decisions. We can elect our own government, whether it's a local government, a state government, or central government. So all these things has happened in 74 years before. So it's not a overnight achievement. I think our freedom fighters, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Bhagat Singh, and a lot of other peoples are there who struggled a lot to get a freedom from Britishers. So before 1947, Britishers was ruling and they imposing their own rules and regulations, which is not accepted by our country peoples. So these people, freedom fighters, I think there is a lot of freedom fighters who struggled. They sacrifices their efforts, their time, their lives also. So a lot of freedom fighters are there. So in this occasion of Independence Day, it's an opportunity for us to remember all those peoples. So please, really, because of their struggle, their hard work, their commitment, their dedication. So we are now in free India. So we have spent almost 73 years. Now we are entering in 74th year of our independence. So in last 73 years, definitely we need to remember them, our freedom fighters, as well as we need to remember as a nation after independence. Also, there is a lot of peoples that contributed. They've given their efforts for technologically, financially, economically, socially to develop the country. So in 1947, when we got the freedom, so everybody aware that our GDP is less than one, because we are just freed from the rule of Britishers. So at that time, whatever the GDP was there is completely belonging to Britain. So UK, United Kingdom now. So them only. So our GDP is very nominal GDP was there. So from there we are grown a lot. So in maybe 2011, 11, 12, you know that our GDP almost reached crossed 10 the GDP. Now because of a lot of other factors we have come down, but still we are in a good position. So almost a 6% now we're having almost a 5 to 5.5 GDP because of corona pandemic and because of economic slowdown, but still we are in a good position. So compared with other countries, we're in good position. So we need to thanks to the peoples after freedom. So whatever the peoples has struggled. So if you name a few, so I think everybody aware that our great beloved ex-president of India, Abdul Kalam. I think whenever post-independence, if I was thinking who's the great visionary or great scientific person, I can say. So it's not a political. I'm telling scientific person. I think a great Abdul Kalam. I think he has done lot to the nation. So he worked previously in ISRO. He started his career in ISRO. And I'm very fortunate that I was also associated in ISRO. Almost I worked in 4 years in ISRO. Even I have a few technical interaction with Abdul Kalam. Maybe a lot of students and a lot of faculties may met Abdul Kalam as a speaker, as a visionary. But I met Abdul Kalam as a technical person. So we used to involve in a technical discussions, technical topics we used to involve. So I'm very much fortunate that I worked one great post-independent person of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. So in addition to Abdul Kalam, I think we are having a lot of other peoples are there. If you take a few, which is I remember the peoples like Narayana Murthy, who started the Infosys, who is the founder of the Infosys, Narayana Murthy, even Kumar Mangalam Birla, Ratan Tata. You take a few names, really they contributed country in a very good way. So they generated employment, started a lot of industries, and our youth, our generation of country, they given a roadmap for them. So maybe we can take them as an ideal and we try to follow, because here I hope a lot of students also there, a lot of young generation is there. So we need to take them. So if you take technologically, so we grown from 1947 to 2020. 2020, we developed a lot. So technologically at that time, we are nowhere near to the European countries, even like UK or USA. At that time, USA also superpower, Russia. Now you see our position in the world is one of the best country, I can say. So if you take the top 5 countries, whether it's a economically, whether you can take technologically, we are coming somewhere about number 5. So we are become fifth economically top 5th country in India. So recently we got 4 also, but because of some other things we slipped to 5th, but we are in top 5th position. So taking this position, I think so our post independent lot of people are worked, whatever they have taken the names. So not only these peoples, not only technologically, even for culturally as well as in sports games, everywhere we are one of the best in the particular fields. If you take in music, we having very good music like A.R. Rahman, we having like Zakir Hussain, so who's good in their music. Similarly, if you take in culture like films, if you take, we having a very good actors, or maybe I can say artists like Amitabh Bachchan. Even we having like Sri Devi, or these kind of actors also there, which is worked very hard in their field. So in this independence, 74th Independence Day, so we need to take a pledge. So whatever these peoples has done in their fields, we also, whatever the field we are as a student, as engineers, as a faculty, wherever. So we need to have our commitment are similar to those people's commitment. So our commitment, then only we can develop as a person, we can move forward, and as a nation. So because nation is made with the peoples, with the citizens. So nation as such is with the land, we cannot call it as a nation, right? So nation is made by the peoples, for the peoples, and to the peoples. So as a person individually, if I am doing good in my nation as a citizen, I'm fulfilling all the responsibilities and all the duties, I can do it properly, then definitely our nation is going forward. Now we are in number 5th. Definitely in future, if we are peoples like us, if we work well, so definitely we are going to be number 1. There is not much difficulty to reaching number 1, because we having lot of good resources are there. So mainly resources, we having lot of resources, solar energy, water, air, so all these things are there. But the best resource what we have, which is nobody have in the world, is our population, our peoples. I can say our peoples, our highest young generation in the world, is highest number of young generation is there in India. So almost in our population, almost 60% people are under 25. You see, so these people, if work hard and whatever the possible way, they need to put their efforts, and themselves, they need to develop themselves, as well as help the society as well as the nation. Then definitely there is no difficulty for us to reach number 1. So maybe now the superpowers like America, China, or Russia, maybe you can see they're always fighting to move number one. So always, I think USA is always ahead than this. So if we work together, almost we having 130 million, I think 130 crores, which is almost 1.3 billion population we have. So in that 60% means almost near about 75 crores, means nearly 0.75 billion peoples are there whose youngsters, whose energy is no comparable. So our energy is very great energy is there. So this energy, if we put forward, so definitely we are going to be a best nation, a developed nation very soon. So for this, we need our efforts. So as this Independence Day, 74th Independence Day, we need to take a pledge. Okay, whatever I'm doing, whether I'm doing a small work or big work, we need to do with a lot of dedication, with proper commitment. It's not like that we're starting something and tomorrow we are deviating from that. I think there we are lagging. So we need to have commitment. So whatever we are committed, so to that we need to stick and we need to do. We need to reach up to the destination. It's not like that we are starting from somewhere to reach something and in between you're going and we are disappointing because of lot of other factors. So when you're starting and reaching to destination, our route is not a simple route. So there is a lot of obstacles will come, lot of roadblocks will come. So we need to overcome all these things. So when you overcome, definitely we'll reach our destination. So our destination as a nation, we need to become a number one. We need to become a superpower very soon. Maybe we need to have, as per Dr. Abdul Kalam's vision, maybe you know that he having a vision 2020. So he given a lot of road maps so that if we do that one, so by 2020 we can reach up to some level. So definitely we are reached some level, but not up to the whatever he put the target. So still we need to go little far, or maybe we can say more far we need to go. So definitely it's possible to go. So these 1.3 billion citizens, if you work together in that, this 0.75, 75 crores of young population, if you're working together, I think nobody can stop us. So whatever the superpower is coming, nobody can stop us. So definitely we'll go forward and we're going to be superpower. And inshallah, in this, whatever the students, if it is there, so take this as your future option. So because as a faculty, because I'm as an entrepreneur as well as I'm a faculty also there. In previously I was associated with Anup sir, so who is there, our chief organizer of this meeting. So I was his colleague, but we are more than colleague. We are very good friends. So I was associate as a faculty, but still I'm used to take the webinars. I used to take the classes. So as a faculty, I suggest the new generation, please make your future to be clear. You need to have some targets in your life, and you need to reach the target. So for that target, whatever the efforts you need to take, whatever the hard work you need to put in, so everything you need to do it. So for in that, the people like us, who's seniors like us, like Anup sir, all these people will help you. Please go ahead and achieve your targets. So and also I thanks Anup and as well as his team. So own technology and science. So really you're doing fantastic work. You're doing very good thing, and I think in current situation these things are required. So our new generation has to know, because they're having a lot of energy, but for energy we need to have a proper direction. So in science, if you take a vector, so a vector need to have a magnitude as well as a direction. If you have only magnitude, I think it's not sufficient to get a proper power or proper energy. So everything has to have magnitude, energy, as well as energy has to have a direction. So here in this kind of platforms and this kind of Anup, people like this OTS, own technology and science, they're giving a direction to the generation. So which direction they need to go ahead. So please, I request all the participants, whether it's students, parents, or maybe technocrats, employees, please utilize these kind of social gatherings and try to refine your targets. So you need to be clear in your target and try to do whatever efforts are required, whatever hard work, and try to reach those targets. So with this few words, just I will stop my this address, and I'm very much thankful to the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.